Hey everybody, Mature Simmer here. So I just got to level 40, still just trying to cruise along. Had a really insane flight up to northern Michigan, landed in a bit of a snowstorm. And then as I went into missions, I got, hey, available for a very limited time, this scientific research. So it says the difficulty is 1 star, which seems unlikely. But you can see 5 miles. You can see the word tornado. So Prescott University spearheads a groundbreaking study to enhance the early warning system that protects residents from tornadoes. First, we need to gather some data, and fortunately, it looks like a funnel is starting to form in the area. So I don't know if this is going to be like multiple missions, but we're going to give it a try, and I'm going to show it to you. So we're going to fly the scientific crew around the rare natural event to collect important research data. The euphoric air movies is what we're doing. Lots of things. So filming quality and flight smoothness. This just... I somehow feel like I'm getting set up here. And there's the tornado in the background. I guess I've earned it, huh? I love how these people are just calmly walking around, like, yeah, there's nothing to see here. It's only a tornado. Alright. So, Triventia Research, the Center for Atmospheric Research.
Boarding can begin. Receive in progress.
Received in progress. Alright, so we've got some sensors. Definitely a different bit of view there than normally what we have here. Alright. Gonna get ourselves started up.
Attention, please. We have only today to record what we need with N24356, so let's get to it.
Alright.
Jessie is leading the session today. Listen to her carefully. She's our best onboard engineer. She knows exactly what she needs. Captain, we will follow the strict protocol our research team provided. N24356 on your end. You'll be asked to perform specific maneuvers on time to help capture the data about the tornado forming in the best way possible. Okay?
Sure.
It's been a long-haul project at Euphoric Air Movies. Let's make it happen.
Oh, let's.
Prescott Ground, Cessna November 24356, ready to taxi departure to the east with Tango.
Cessna November 24356 taxi to and hold short of runway 21 left via taxiway Delta. Contact tower on 121.7 when ready.
Alright, we're gonna set that.
Taxiing hold short runway 21 left via taxiway Delta Cessna Tree 56.
Alright, so we need to go to the right. Alright, I assume, you know, we gotta get going, because
Jessie, is your gear all set?
there is a tornado on
All
the
set.
ground after
Probes
all.
and onboard instruments are operational.
Alright, well, we're not gonna go through the planes, we're gonna go to the end, and then we'll move over. At least I think I will. But yeah, I should be good here. Because you would think they just wouldn't run you all the way to the end and not give you a way through. And there it is. So, definitely a little gimmicky, but hey, it's fun, right? So, that's the whole point of the career series, is to just be a bit unique. And yeah, so I'm sure it's level 40, but yeah, because yeah, I can get the jet engine rating. If I get to 40,000, I can get like airline passenger. So I don't know if that would give me some additional capability beyond like getting to the point where I can actually fly airliners or not. So I think I need the jet no matter what. So I think that seems to make the most sense. But given that this was limited time, I'm like, ooh, I better jump on it. Better get going. So it's kind of crazy that the wind socks are a little quiet. But it is very hard to find the charter flights. Yeah, I got 350,000 experience just for my bad weather bonus in the last one, and I landed really hard, but it forgave me and let me do okay. I mean, I think I got an A on the mission. It was crazy, because yeah, I think I got like 450,000 for not skip, 352,000 for bad weather. So I think I got well over 1 million experience points on that one flight. But it was a bit crazy. Oh great, sure, now we're gonna get some I'm like, I haven't touched my throttle. I didn't think I was really speeding up, but clearly something was happening. I think we're going to be looking right at this thing here. There it is. It's like straightening out now. Oh, now it's curving.
Prescott Tower Cessna, November 2435, ready at runway 21, left departure to the east.
Cessna November 24356, altimeter 2 east departure approved. Cleared for takeoff runway 21 left.
Alright, so I don't know how high we're going to need to be, but I'm definitely going to set it for something. So let's put it at, like, I don't know, 5,000's fine.
Cessna 356, did you hear my last transmission?
Jeez, have some patience.
Cleared for takeoff runway 21 left, Cessna 356.
Okay. So we need to enter the runway. And then we need to head over. So yeah, we'll see how this all plays out. 5,000 is probably going to be too high, but at least we can get ourselves set. Alright. So our initial climb, 2.5 miles out. Whoops, gotta get my flaps down here. It shouldn't take very long. There we go. So we're at 50. Why are we skidding? Alright. No, now I had the landing light turned off. Fine. Did forget to do that.
Cessna 356, continue for east departure.
Alright, so we've got the heading. We'll acknowledge.
Prescott Tower Cessna, November 2435, continue for east departure.
Low air pressure around a twister is a serious risk. Don't fly too close.
Alright, so we want to be at 5,700. Okay, and then we want to fly to the tornado. Okay, it shouldn't be sinking, but...
The funnel's already fully developed. Looks even more impressive from up here.
Right.
It's crazy here.
Alright, we'll just fly over there. Okay, why am I... Oh, because I have my flaps down. Alright.
Our constraints today are designed to get perfect conditions for Jessie. That means super responsive flying and rock solid stability.
Alright, so we want to set an altitude of 6,100 and a
3,
speed.
2, 1, now recording.
Alright, now we want to slow down.
Looking good. Let's keep moving. We're on track.
Alright, well, we're not going to look at it because we need to fly the plane, so... We want to stay within 1.1 miles. We don't want to fall out of the sky. Yeah, I wish there was a way to tell, but I don't know. Yeah, like even this is just still, because the problem is if I rotate, yeah, like I can't. Like this is just bad. So let me slow down again.
We've done half the work. Okay, objective 2 achieved. Next.
Cessna Tree 56, leaving my airspace frequency change approved.
We're flying around a
Prescott
tornado.
Tower Cessna, November 24 Tree 56 frequency change.
It's just funny. So, this at least is a little bit more interesting than flying around and flight seeing. But, you know, and the nice thing is, in theory, it's like a 500,000 experience as well. I assume we'll get some bad weather bonus.
Just a little more. Looking good. Let's keep going.
We're trying. I do see the bar up on top, so... As opposed to the... Whoop, whoop. Let me slow down again. I don't want to get too fast. Yeah, so we're just a little bit in the area there. But I'm guessing we'll be close, and then we'll be... I think we just go in and land. I mean, it said objective 2. I don't understand. Like, I didn't see other objectives, but it knows what it needs, I guess. Alright, now I feel like I'm just... Alright. Okay, downwind entry. I see. So now we want to go on final. Alright.
Prescott Tower Cessna, November 24 Tree 56, is 4 miles south, 6,300 feet with Tango to land.
Cessna November 24 Tree 56, Prescott Tower. Altimeter 29.902, enter right downwind runway 21 left.
fly right traffic runway 21 left Cessna tree 56.
Alright. So, question is it going to be like multiple things? I can't imagine. I'm guessing this was the mission and that'll be it, but yeah, I was honestly debating for a moment if I wanted to put the flaps on. I was kind of trying to figure out, do I throw the autopilot back? But I'm like, you know, while I fumble around, I'm gonna like leave the airspace. So this is another plane that we could use for the skydiving, which would be obviously helpful. But yeah, this is kind of the first interesting mission. So yeah, going all the way up to Michigan, the circles didn't connect. It just gave me two separate circles. I'm like, really?
Cessna Tree 56
So.
Windcom, cleared to land runway 21 left.
Cleared to land runway 21 left Cessna tree 56.
Alright, so we're gonna slow ourselves down here. Gonna get some flaps up. And get some engine in. So we're heading down. Gonna get the full flaps in. I think that will give me everything. Yep. And this is a fixed wheel aircraft, so alright, let's see if I just set my throttle in the middle. I was like, set me throttle. I'm gonna be a pilot. Pilot. Alright, well, we didn't go up very high to get to 5,700 feet, so I think the airport's like 5,100 feet, so it's not a lot. Alright, now we just need to land on the runway, and there it is. Again, I'm sure it's gonna... Right now it's telling me I'm high. Okay, we're getting there. So okay, so that's the approach we want. Just don't want to get too low. Now I'm too low. As I said, I don't want to get too low, and then I do. But we're going to try to put this down a little bit better than I did the last flight that you didn't witness. So we're getting really slow.
Finally back. That was quite something, I must say.
I don't know why it's wobbling like that. Come on. Alright.
Cessna Tree 56 contact ground on 121.7.
121.7 for Cessna tree 56.
Alright. And then we'll request.
Prescott ground Cessna, November 24 tree 56 taxi to parking.
Cessna November 24 Tree 56 taxi to General Aviation parking via taxiway Delta.
Alright.
Taxiing to General Aviation parking using taxiway Delta Cessna tree 56.
So there we go. So not super far, but still over a quarter of a mile, so it's not super close either. But I pulled it off, I guess. That's a little nuts. Is the tornado still out there? Now we can look. But let's see. I'm just trying to do the longest tornado ever. They don't last that long most of the time. I was gonna say we're gonna be going way too fast. It's gonna ding us. Nah. Okay, so we're basically going kind of right back where we were. So we're gonna come out and then I mean, it says to go down the front line. I guess we'll do that. A lot of folks waiting around, but I'm sure a lot of people are doing things. But man, there's a lot of workers out here. All right. Oh, it's gonna have me, really? It's gonna want me to like go all the way around? Like go across, and I could have gone up to the line then. Oh well. Because I didn't, because I'm like, oh, it's just gonna have me go in at that one spot, but clearly it did not. Alright.
Impressive effort, team. This will really push our research forward. Let's study what we collected and catch up at our next session.
Oh, well, maybe there will be something else interesting. But I wonder if maybe it's like they're gonna do stuff and then, I don't know, some other level they'll bring me back. Or does this just open some interesting thing? I guess we'll find out. But there we go. So, I mean, I did quite well, it looks like. Oh, only 40%. Okay, 80,000, so I'd say that's good, though. Should get me up one level, at least. Yeah, it took me up, but I don't understand how we lost anything. That's disappointing. I mean, I guess I had done a C, but... or something. I don't know. I thought I had done enough. I guess the benefit is we now have this space that we can use in the future. So, no VIPs here though. But we are out here. Yeah, I don't know how the reputation honestly went down. But yeah, see, I flew from here to here. So, yeah. And again, there's just tons of Viking things I don't understand. You know, again, another Viking. And so that's been my struggle. So in any event, wanted to share with you that scientific mission, and obviously have done so. So, but I just keep getting my reputation going down. I don't understand. I suppose, let me look at the certification, because now, if I went here, yeah, see, so it just allows me to transport passengers for remuneration or higher as an airline pilot or charter captain. So it's like, it gets me somewhere, but this one gets me faster planes. I would think that this would be better. Huh. Yeah, I don't know. Because it's like, does this open up a whole new area? You know, I know what this does. This is going to get me 2 planes, which are going to be really important planes, but I don't think I can use them in the areas I'm in, so I'm half tempted here. Because, yeah, it's doing something at Seattle. since I have the money, let me go ahead and give this a shot. Alright, so we're in the Diamond. You're about to pass your airline transport pilot, paving the way towards the highest levels of commercial flight. We'll be making sure that you follow protocol on a short cross-country flight in the state of Washington, USA. You'll be taking off from Seattle, Tacoma, and land away at Tacoma Narrows. You will have to show what you can do to fly safely and smoothly as we simulate a passenger transport scenario. Alright, and hopefully what that turns into is I don't have engines failing and emergencies and all of that like I did, because that wasn't any fun. Alright. Nice day. I don't know why it loses focus on the sound, but like it did that in 2022, so I can't really say that it's anything specific. Yeah, it's like the chocks really can't be removed, except in certain spaces there. Alright, and then we're going to have the pitot cover, which I think kind of handles everything together. Oh, no, we still, that's right. This one has a static port on the back. I had run into that. Alright, so now we can get in. Start our engine. I'm sure she'll let us know some stuff.
Hi, I'll be your pilot examiner
Or
today.
he will.
As this is the last part of your ATPL training, successfully completing this flight will grant you your license.
Oh, he's not talking.
We'll be flying straight out from Seattle-Tacoma International Airport to Tacoma Narrows Airport. Remember to follow safety protocols. Fly smoothly, respect the flight plan, and keep the ATC informed. If you do that, you'll be well on your way to become an airline pilot.
Whoops. I didn't mean to hit that. Alright, so we've got that. So we're just gonna need to... Whoops. We're gonna get all our lights on. We're gonna get our flight director on. Alright, let's get taxi clearance.
Seattle ground, Diamond, November 24356. Request taxi for takeoff, departing straight out.
Diamond November 24356 taxi to and hold short of runway 16. Left using taxiway Alpha Charlie. Contact tower on 120.9 when ready.
Alright, I can't imagine we're gonna go above 5 for such a short little flight, but don't know.
Taxi to and hold short runway 16. Left using taxiway Alpha Charlie Diamond Tree 56.
Okay, there's my pitot heat. Oops. AV master, all the masters on. Okay, we're gonna want flaps down. We're definitely gonna need to make sure to like change the landing lights and all that. Alright, so we're keeping ATC informed, I would say. There we go. Like, I know this should move. This plane goes pretty easily. So, question is, it doesn't look like we have to go super far for the hold short. In theory, I should follow the taxi paths, so we will do that. Because otherwise it could argue that I'm, you know, not doing what I should be. It didn't really tell me how to get here, but... Alright. So, I'm going to Request takeoff clearance.
Seattle Tower, Diamond, November 24356, ready at runway 16 left, departing straight out.
Diamond November 24356 altimeter 29er.902.
Clear for takeoff, runway 16 left, Diamond Tree 56.
See, it gives you the ability to speak, but then... So it is a little odd that way. Okay. So, going 16 left. And that should then let us take off. Alright, so we've got our landing lights on, we've got our flaps down, we've got everything set, so I think we're good. And this is a dual engine, so a little less of the challenge of it pushing or pulling one way or the other. Rotate here. So there we go. Get our gear up. And then we're going to climb to 1500. Get our flaps up now. So should have less noise and also less challenge, but we're heading straight out as we wanted. Just don't know if I should be climbing at that rate already, but we're gonna need to go long final entry, climb to 2000.
Diamond Tree 56, leaving my airspace frequency change approved.
Seattle Tower, Diamond, November 24356, frequency change.
Alright. Okay, so yes, I want to get... Oops. So I want to get my autopilot set.
Engaging autopilot.
And then we're going to maintain 2000, so we'll have altitude hold. So it just wants to make sure I know how to use my autopilot. I think I've established that pretty well. Alright, so let me back off here because we're getting into the yellow. We don't need to go that fast. But everything should be pretty simple. We're taking off and then just heading over and again going to Tacoma Narrows. And again, it's a long final approach. So I don't know that it's like superbly long, but right. So we don't want to go too slow, so we'll move along a little bit, but you know, there is that danger of having gone too far. So yeah, we'll get a couple things done here in this episode. We'll have our storm chasing kicked out of the system, losing reputation thing, but short of that. So yeah, I just seem to be fumbling between C and B, which is a little crazy, but yeah, what I'm hoping is that somehow maybe it'll unlock jobs for me in my charter. I don't know that it will. So I think this may be somewhat of a waste of spending money on this at this point, because I think until I get my jet and then start getting the airliners, it probably isn't really doing anything other than just preparing me. So, but it was one of those, it's the only way we learn when we go through these, so. But at least having that certification should help. But not quite halfway. It's interesting, we're going up and down, and so it keeps zooming in and out on my mini-map there. Eventually, like, I probably can turn those off at this point. I mean, they are helpful a little bit since I have to do certain things. I mean, it's one thing when I just have to go from point A to point B on other items, but that's not the situation we've got, so like, there's specific things we need to do. It is interesting, like, I mean, we do have the boxes here, but they're not visible. Because, yeah, I did go look at my, like, assists, and the only thing I have turned on is the taxi ribbon. So I think those boxes just turn on in the mission settings. I don't know that, like, I don't have them on that I know of. So, you know, and again, we're only at 2,000 feet here, so this should be pretty basic for coming in and landing in a decent weather day, it seems. So I don't have anything too crazy going on. Alright, so we're gonna get to the ATC, and we're gonna announce full stop.
Tower Diamond November 24356 is 5 miles northeast 2,000 feet with Alpha to land.
Diamond November 24356 Tower, altimeter 29.92, make straight in runway 17.
Fly straight in runway 17 Diamond Tree 56.
Wind 255 at 4. Cleared to land runway 17.
Cleared to land runway 17 Diamond Tree
Well,
56.
but 17... Oh no, I guess we are coming in that way. I didn't think we were going south, but I guess we are. Alright, so I should be able to get approach turned on. Maybe not. Okay, so switch off autopilot master. And then I need to land on the runway. So we need to put the gear down, obviously. Get our flaps down. Get both sets down so that I know what my speed is. Should be all set. So we've acknowledged everything. We have, you know, we never turn landing lights off. So we should be okay. Again, we're high according to the lights, so coming in, there we go. Now we're more on the glide path. Now I'm too low, so now I'm way too low. So we're gonna speed ourselves up here. And we're gonna see how forgiving this thing is. Because the problem is when I come in like that and then I'm really jamming things, I'm too, like, I can't see the runway properly, so. Alright, and I basically want to get 304. It's a little hard. Not terrible, but it's a little hard. I mean, it's actually like airliner.
Diamond Tree 56, turn next taxiway.
It's like airliner hard. It's 1.46 Gs, so it wasn't crazy. But yeah, I ended up basically losing airspeed faster than I had anticipated, and so suddenly I was panicking a bit.
Diamond Tree 56 contact ground on 121.8.
Alright, so now we have the problem. Alright, so we're going to acknowledge handoff.
121.8 for Diamond Tree 56.
And again, now we're playing this game where, in theory, I'm in the taxi path, so I don't like that because I don't want to be there. And it's not going to acknowledge me as hold short. It's literally telling me 0.2, which is even worse. So, alright. I'm hoping because I'm sitting on the lines.
Ground Diamond November 24 Tree 56 taxi to parking.
Okay, it doesn't appear because I think it gets you something right away.
Taxi to General Aviation, parking using taxiway Alpha Bravo.
Taxiing to General Aviation parking using taxiway Alpha Bravo, Diamond Tree 56.
Alright. So 0.37, so we got a little ways to go. But then once we park, that should be it. So and this is just a tiny little airport here, I think. So we'll get over here off the taxiway and into the apron so that we can get where we need to get. Speeding up a tiny bit, or adding a little bit of throttle. It's not really adjusting, which is odd. But yeah, a little bit uphill. Right, but of course it's making us go all the way down. Again, I had not sped up or had any speeding penalties or flaps. Whoops, flaps early. I really should have taxi lights on and landing lights off. So I didn't do that quite when I should have. And I should also get flaps up. Oh, really? It's gonna have me go all... I could have done something else. Why is it... It's making this difficult. Because, yeah, I was like, I'm gonna have to go around a certain way, and now I see what it was doing. So this is gonna make it more challenging. Especially with the plane there. I hope there won't be any contact, because it shouldn't, but sometimes it does things that I'd rather it not do. But yeah, if I had seen what it was asking me to do, I would have come up a different way. And there we go. Toggle the brakes. Shut it down, and hopefully I am now an officially certified airliner pilot.
You flew well today and obtained your license. There's still a bit of room to improve if you want to perfect your flying.
If I want to perfect my fly. Oh, plane handling was 100%. Look at that. So, but yeah, somehow, how did I not respect the cruise altitude? Interesting. Alright, well, we passed. That's all that matters. So, we've got that. This one's a lot more expensive, but again, this will be my next target. You know, unless somehow we get to the scoop endorsement, but at this point, like, 'cause like I said, I think where it gets me is Yeah, see, I don't even have jet airline transport pilot, but so it's unlocking a direction, but it's not something I honestly need because I need different ratings. So, but I'm gonna keep working on things offline and see what it would have helped with is I think here I would have gotten these two unlocked, but you know I still got places to go, people to see. So you know, again, I got to get those private charters, and they're hard to find. But lots of work to do. If anything else comes up that's interesting, I'll certainly jump in and add it so everyone can see. But for now, we're going to wrap this up. If you've enjoyed it but haven't dropped a like or are not a subscriber, please consider that. And I will see you next time.